Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I am the CHALL, and today Chall's Drfc Daily Reports bring you the latest news from Doncaster Rovers Football Club. Today is a sort of rescheduled video. This is supposed to be going out on the day I'm recording it. However, basically the situation was of the news of Jack Senior being signed. I wanted to get that video out on the day. So this is going out a day later than recorded originally. This is the new contracts for our two sort of goalkeepers, Ben Bottomley and Lewis Jones. We're going to speak about both in this video, share my thoughts on it as well, and share why I think it's actually quite smart business. So before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the OK bell, so you never miss a YouTube video. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Plenty of brilliant sport and theme park content coming out over the next few months. We've got a couple of Halloween events that we're going to be going to on opening nights in October, so stay tuned for more announcements from them. We are going to be working with some more theme parks as well, on interview projects as well. And for now, guys, let's talk about the new contracts for our two other goalkeepers. It's going to be working with Ian Lawler. So starting off then with the Thorn-born Lewis Jones, rhymezone.com. But let's start with Lewis Jones. Then we'll start with the club statement as always. And it says as follows. Rovers have confirmed that goalkeeper Lewis Jones has signed a new 2-year deal with the club. The Thorn-born 24-year-old is Rovers' longest-serving senior player, having first signed professional terms in March 2017. He has now committed his future to the club until the summer of 2025. The academy graduate has made 38 senior appearances for Rovers, including starting the final of 2 games of the previous campaign. Now he says, I'm thrilled to extend my stay at the club. I've been here for a long time now, and I think I have a real understanding of the feeling the fans have been through the ups and downs with them. Hopefully this year we can push on with Grant and Cliff and have an exciting season. Grant McCann says, Lewis is a lad who is developing all the time. He's still only young, and I'm looking forward to seeing him fight for Ian Lawler for that #1 spot. He'll be wanting to play more, but he understands he'll have a fight on his hands with Lawsy, and Lawsy understands he'll have a fight on his hands with Lewis. By the way, I love the fact that Grant McCann already has a nickname for Ian Lawler as Lawsy. It's like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with Rashi or Marshy. But let's go on to the next goalkeeper then. Obviously Ben Bottomley, the third choice. He's confirmed a new 1-year deal with the club. He emerged through the Rovers Academy and signed his first professional deal back in 2021. That feels like a light year ago now. Ben Bottomley said, as soon as the gaffer told me I was getting the offer, I was always going to sign. I can't wait to get going, and I just want to get back in pre-season and show the gaffer what I can do and push as much as I can. Now, Grant McCann says, Ben has got a really good attitude and he loves being at the football club. We need to give him an opportunity here, which we will. We'll work with him, try to improve him and see where we are at the end of the pre-season. So let's share my thoughts then on both the new contracts for Lewis Jones and Ben Bottomley. So we're going to start off with Ben Bottomley, the third choice goalkeeper. As Grant McCann said in his statement, pre-season, let's see where we are. My guess is going to get a loan out for at least the first half of the season, or multiple loans during the first half of the season, in my personal opinion. But I think something that McCann highlighted in his own little press conference this past week has kind of highlighted he wants to develop goalkeepers in a certain way. And I think it's good that the manager wants to do that. It's good that the manager wants to get something like that going at the club this season and really go that little bit further. Obviously, we know the goalkeeping coach, Ian Bennett, has left the club. Completely unrelated, by the way, to McCann joining or anything like that. It was a different reason. He's accepting an offer from another club. So best of luck to Ian. Great guy. Spoke to him majority of the time last season, and I wish him all the best. And the season before, obviously, and I wish him all the best. On paper, you'd expect the new goalkeeping coach to be Mark Tyler, who's vastly experienced in the EFL as a player. He's been Peterborough United's goalkeeping coach for a while, and you know, you'd expect Tyler on paper to be the choice. Which, I mean, if that gets officially confirmed at some point in the next few weeks, then my God, we've got a great goalkeeping coach. I know some people will be like, well, look at the second leg at Sheffield Wednesday. You know, is it really a good goalkeeping coach if his goalkeepers are making errors such as that second leg? And to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like, excuse that for a moment, because in my opinion, I think this guy would be a great goalkeeping coach. I think he he has the know-how of the league, and the fact that he's going to potentially drop down to League Two and be our goalkeeping coach with McCann, it just shows what kind of pull Grant McCann has on certain people. So I'd expect maybe Mark Tyler to be the goalkeeping coach. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything at this stage because we don't know for sure if it's going to happen, but I would say on paper all the signs are pointing towards Mark Tyler. On Ben Bottomley, I think that links back to him very, very nicely. I think someone as experienced as Mark Tyler in the EFL as a player, I think could give Ben a lot of advice and guidance and development. And I think that Ben could have a bright, bright future at the club if he just listens to Mark, listens to Grant, listens to Cliff, listens to the rest of the staff, take everything on board. And, I think Ben's got a real chance here. What about Lewis Jones? And this has been the subject of much debate from loads of Rovers fans. And I know some Rovers fans that I know quite well are like, should we really be giving him a chance? And I've kind of got two viewpoints as to why. First of all, the players that are out of contract, the two players that are transfer listed, the players who have left now, we can't replace everybody in the same window. It's just too much of a clear out. Yes, we're replacing a lot of the players out of contract. Yes, we've transfer listed Lavery and Rio. We are looking at getting better in every position. So you can expect that, see, on paper you'd say that's a bit of a clear out on paper. But where I stand is, if you give Jones those 2 years, he develops as a number 2 fighting for number 1 with Lawler. Then you would look at that and say, okay, on paper, I think as a neutral you'd be saying, okay, I might have my doubts about him, but you know what? He's going to have a chance to fight now, and he might get given a fair shot at fighting because, look at the amount of games Mitchell started. I don't think Jones had a fair chance in the league last year. Apart from the sort of final few games, I don't think he had a fair chance in the league. I think the Papa John's Trophy, I will keep saying this until the day I die, the goals conceded in the Papa John's Trophy were down to the defence, not the goalkeeper. Yes, the goalkeeper should have done better on a couple of little occasions, but the majority of the goals conceded in that trophy, where Jones played the majority of the games last year, were not his fault. It was on that defence in front of him. And you put a better defence in front of him, you get a better goalkeeper because you get a more comfortable goalkeeper. So I think it's fair to give Jones at least 1 more year. 2, I think is a safe contract option because at the end of the day, you've got a 2-year deal for someone who has a chance to really fight for his place now, and really has a fair chance to fight for his place now. And he's like the statement said, he's Rovers' longest-serving player now. So he's local. He's a local lad. Grant wants winners. Grant wants people who would do anything for this club. And Lewis Jones, on and off the pitch, would absolutely do everything he can to try and give the fans the best he possibly can. That's where I stand on the situation. I think I've got absolutely no faults with this. I know some fans have their doubts about Lewis Jones, but in my personal opinion, you have Lawley, you have Jones, you have Bottomley, and you have a fantastic defence and a fantastic midfield and a fantastic strike force or striker in front of them, along with great backup options and competition in every single place. You've got players that are going to stand on their toes, be willing to fight every single week, and you've got a squad there that's capable of competing. Don't matter who you switch out every week. If you've got an injury to your starting left back, you've got another left back just as good, ready to pop in. Same with goalkeepers, same with centre backs, same with centre midfield, right back, right wing, left wing, striker, whatever position. You've got someone there ready to try his best and kept on his toes, ready to try his best. So I think McCann's bringing a stronger mentality, which will give players like Jones, players and other players that have come from last season's squad, players like Charlie Seaman, people like Zane Westbrook, people like Georgie Miller, Luke Molyneux, Carl Hurst. Some of these players that were here last year have got a better chance of succeeding now with a better mentality around the place. And I'm not saying Danny Schofield was a negative person at all. I think he was one of the most positive people outgoing. Even when we lost by 4 goals or whatever it was, he still had some positives. And, we have to keep that positive mentality going. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I'm the CHALL. Ta-ra for now. Welcome back, Lewis and Ben.